Hi, so we are here. I'm going to show you how to set up your MyFitnessPal account for those of you that haven't ever tracked before. I love this tool for tracking your food. And so I'm just going to walk you through how to set up your MyFitnessPal account and just walk you how to set up all your settings. So obviously you're going to go to myfitnesspal.com. And then it will bring you to this, this page. And then you can, if you already have an account, you can log in. This has to be done on your desktop. Well, I'm showing you this way on your desktop. So you can do it on your mobile app, but there's some settings that are a little bit different. So you just go to sign up. So I'm just gonna act like I'm just gonna sign up a whole new account. The Fit Dream Life account is what I already have, and you guys will know that because you'll friend me on that. But I'm going to set up a whole new one just for the sake of showing you. Okay, so my email address that I'm going to use will be Rachel at the Rock and Body, and then I'm just going to put in a password and hit continue. Let's see. Okay, so then you go through this whole questionnaire. So what they do is once you do this questionnaire, they give you like your calorie amount and all of that, which you're not really going to pay attention to because I teach you how to do your own macros and all of that, or I'll give you macros if you're in one of my coaching programs. But you're just going to put in your weight, your height, just to build your profile. I don't know, I'll just put that, female, my birthday. Okay. Username, we'll do, let's do the Rock and Body so it's all the same. Okay, how do you describe your normal daily activities? Spend most of the day sitting. So this is if you have like a regular job, lightly active, spend a good part of the day on your feet, a teacher or a salesperson. Pretty self-explanatory. Active, having a physical activity job, like a mechanic or something like that, you'd put active. Spend most of the day doing heavy physical activity. Well, that, I guess mechanic could be either very active or active. I'm just going to put lightly active. How many times a week do you plan on exercising? I'm just going to put 5, typically do 5 to 6. And I'm just going to put 30 minutes. How do you want to track expended energy? Obviously in calories. What's your goal? I'm going to put lose half a pound per week. I'm going to uncheck because I don't really care about the emails, and then save and continue. You can add your friends. So maybe what I'll do here, I'll add my, well, I don't know what my Fit Dream Life email address. So I'm going to just skip this. But you can add some of your friends' emails on here. Skip. Okay, so see right here, it's giving me my calories, how many carbs, fats, and proteins, which is completely off. This is something that they come up with just on a very, it's just like the national things that they go by. So I don't go by this, but this will just kind of give you what they do. But I always teach you just like, don't even listen to that part, because most likely you're going to have a lot more calories than what this gives you. So just put get started now. And it will just take you to this page. And then you'll have to verify your email. So they send you an email at this address, and then you'll just verify your email. So from here, if you were to do this, if you were to track your food on your desktop, you could go ahead and just, it takes you right here. You can add your food just by clicking there. I don't ever add exercise anymore. I'll show you where I put my exercise because it changes how many calories it gives you and stuff like that. So this is what I want to show you too, is it originally starts out with just breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. I personally, that I didn't like putting my food in that way. I changed my settings right here to meal 1, meal 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some of you will have 5 meals, some of you will have 6 meals. But it was just easier for me because then all the snacks were put in, and I wanted to be able to see each individual meal, like what it was giving me. So I'll show you how to change that. But let's just say you want to add your food here. So then you just type in, let's say for breakfast I had eggs. And then I search. So at first, the first couple of weeks, it is kind of a pain in the butt, but typically most people eat the same things relatively pretty much through on a regular basis. So like I have eggs a lot. I have like oats a lot. So eventually it will start bringing up like what you recently had. So let's say I had one whole egg. You can click it here. My computer's like really running slow today. Add food to diary. And then I had egg whites, which I'm gonna click on that. See how it added that there. Then I'm gonna add food. Oops. Egg whites, search. Okay, so you can see that there's different options. I have no idea how much 100 grams is. You can actually click on that and it will bring up the nutrition information on the side. And sometimes it gives you the option to change, like here's 2 eggs, here's 1 egg. So it will actually change the nutrition information. So I had 1 egg and I had 3 whites. So I would change that to 3 servings of 1 egg for my egg whites. And then I could add food to diary right there. So now it's showing, okay, these are my calories, these are my carbs, fats, proteins, sugars, and sodium. Okay, so you can kind of get the gist of that. It, like I said, it does take a little bit to kind of get used to that, but after a while, like what will happen is if you search in here what you normally eat, it will just come up with it, like you won't have to search all the other members' stuff, which is nice sometimes because it's already there and you don't have to worry about it. But oat bread, see oil, oat bran, oats. Okay, so 4 tablespoons. I mean, I don't usually measure my oats in tablespoons unless it's in a recipe. So let's say I had a cup, and I would do, I would have done a 1/2 cup of dry oats. So I would add that. Okay, so you probably kind of get the gist of that, but let's just say that's all I had for breakfast. You can see, okay, you're at 49 protein, 11 fats, 57 carbs. for that meal. Okay, so I'm going to go in and show you, and you just continue all the way through. Don't worry about, like, if I tell you that you need to have 1,600 calories, and this is saying 1,400, what happens is when you get up to, when you go past the 1,400, this will turn red and it will start telling you that you're over. So that's why it's really important to just focus on the numbers that you're given in the program, because you're not going to worry about what they're telling you is over. Also, exercise. I actually put in today's food notes. So I might put the time that I ate breakfast, and then say I had breakfast at 7, I had my next meal at 10. If I was tracking, if I was having a hard time getting like to where I was eating 5 or 6 meals a day, then I would put in like every time I ate. Okay. And some of you in some of my programs, you're doing emotions with it. So you could just be like happy, 10 o'clock, you would feel, you know, maybe you're feeling sluggish, or you could be feeling energized, or, you know, a lot of people at 3 o'clock, they're like frustrated or frazzled because it's like closing in on the end of the day. They might be tired. Anyways, you get the point. Today's food notes though, that's where I put like how much I'm tracking my cardio and my weight training. So I'd put like cardio 45 minutes today, and I did shoulders because I already know what my workout is. In the past though, I would actually list like shoulders. Okay, I did lat raises because I wanted to keep track of like how much weight I was doing. So say I was doing 3 by 15 and I used 20 pounds or 15-pound dumbbells, I would do something like that just so that I could keep track of what I was doing. But now I just do my cardio and then shoulders. And then I'll write a note in there, like if I had a really good day or I really hit my water and how I felt, just to remind me. And here you can keep track of how many cups of water that you're at too. So it's really, really useful. Let's go into, let me see my food diaries. I think I want to do settings for my food diary, because we're going to see what we can do to change the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So here, nutrients tracked too, where it shows you your protein, fat, and carbs, you can change what you track too. So sometimes people are tracking like net carbs. So you could change the sodium to fiber if you wanted to. Okay. And you can also change the order. So you could do, if you wanted your protein first, your carbs, then your fat, and then if you wanted sodium, I should have just left it as sodium, and then sugars, okay? Then this one, this is what I was talking about, is it will bring up your most recent entries when you add foods to your diary. So it does start to make it easy because you'll just click right on it. You won't have to search every time. And then meal names, this is where you change your meal names. So this is where, where I changed mine to meal 1. Oops. Okay, hold on. I got to go back to my settings. Okay, go back down. I accidentally pushed enter. So meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, meal 4, meal 5. And right now I'm doing 5 meals. And then I was at first I was tracking my supplements. So I actually did supplements on one of them, but let's see, meal 6. Okay. And then down here, this is how you're going to be able to share your diary settings with me. And I do, anybody that's in my programs, I ask them to share their diary settings with me so that I'm able to look at what you're eating. But the cool thing about that too is that once you friend me, you will also be able to see what I'm eating too. So that kind of helps you get ideas. And then also if you have other friends, you'll be able to see, especially in the group, you guys will all be able to see each other's, which is really cool for a little bit of accountability, but also just to get ideas, because everybody has different, sometimes you get stuck eating the same things, and it's kind of fun to see different ideas. So diary sharing automatically is put on private. I put mine on friends only, so I don't really have a reason to share it with everybody. And then save changes. Okay, and then if you forget to do it in there, you can go right here on settings, account settings, and go to privacy settings right there. Okay. So let's see, food. Okay, and then, okay, your reports. If you ever want to print them out, you can do view full report printable, and it actually shows you the report for today, but you can go back and do like a whole week of reports, which is really cool. So that concludes the training on MyFitnessPal. I hope this answered a lot of your guys' questions and kind of just walked you through. And I will see you on the next step.